Welcome to this lesson on Group-Object, a powerful PowerShell cmdlet used for organizing objects by common property values. Group-Object is an essential tool in the PowerShell pipeline that helps you categorize and analyze data efficiently. Throughout this lesson, you will learn how to use this cmdlet to group collections of objects based on shared characteristics, making it easier to work with large datasets and generate meaningful insights from your PowerShell operations. Group-Object is a cmdlet that groups objects based on a specified property value. When you have a collection of objects, this cmdlet examines each object and organizes them into categories based on a property you choose. Think of it like sorting items into bins. All items with the same characteristic go into the same bin. This allows you to bring similar items together and organize them by category, making your data much easier to understand and analyze. The basic syntax for Group-Object is straightforward. You pipe a collection of objects to the Group-Object cmdlet, followed by the dash property parameter and the name of the property you want to group by. The dash property parameter is the key component that tells PowerShell which property to examine when creating the groups. For example, if you specify dash property name, PowerShell will look at the name property of each object and group together all objects that have the same name value. Let's look at a simple example. The command get-process pipe group-object-property name groups all running processes by their process name. Get-process retrieves all currently running processes on your computer and then pipes them to group-object. The cmdlet then examines the name property of each process and creates groups. All instances of Chrome will be in one group, all instances of Explorer in another, and so on. This makes it easy to see how many instances of each process are running. When you use Group-Object, it returns objects with three important properties. The count property tells you the number of objects in each group. The name property contains the property value that was used for grouping, such as the process name or file extension. The group property contains the actual collection of all objects that belong to that group. These three properties give you both summary information through count and name, as well as access to the detailed objects through the group property. Here's a practical example you might use regularly. The command get-ChildItem-path c:\logs pipe group-object-property extension groups files in a directory by their file extension. Get-ChildItem retrieves all files in the logs folder, then Group-Object examines the extension property of each file. All .log files will be grouped together, all .text files in another group, and so on. This is incredibly useful for quickly seeing what types of files you have in a directory and how many of each type exist. Group-Object has several common use cases that make it invaluable for PowerShell users. First, counting occurrences. You can find how many times each value appears in your dataset. Second, organizing data. You can sort and categorize objects by any property to make sense of large collections. Third, identifying duplicates. You can locate objects with matching values to find redundant items. Fourth, generating reports. You can create summary statistics and analysis by grouping data into meaningful categories. These use cases make Group-Object one of the most frequently used cmdlets in data analysis workflows. Let's review the key takeaways from this lesson. Group-Object groups objects by shared property values, allowing you to organize collections based on common characteristics. It returns three properties: count for the number of items, name for the grouping value, and group for the actual objects. This cmdlet is essential for organizing and analyzing data in PowerShell. It's commonly used with pipeline operations, allowing you to chain multiple commands together for powerful data processing workflows. Mastering Group-Object will significantly enhance your ability to work with and understand collections of objects in PowerShell.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.